Welcome back, Full Heel Podcast. I am your host, Rafael Chaidez, the host of the Full Heel Podcast. Thanks a lot for joining me once again on this Sunday. I guess that's the regular day that we do this. Please welcome my guest every week. What's going on, Ryan?
It's funny that I like how you said Sunday, like back to our normal day, because when I went to call you, I was looking at last week's where it's on because we use Skype, whatever. Mm-hmm. So it said, I called you at 5:30. I'm like, why the fuck did I call her at 5:30 last week? I'm like, that makes no sense. I was like looking at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, we had to do it on Friday because we had to like jumble everything around. It was like took me a few seconds. I'm like, wait, what day's today now? I'm like, it is Sunday, right? Like,
holy shit, I subconsciously said that. I forgot that we did a Friday too.
Yeah, it's like that's what I mean.
Yeah, last week was Friday actually. Now you talk about, I was just fumbling words around and trying to get a sentence out, a coherent sentence.
That reminded me when I went to call you that I was looking at the dates. I was like, nothing makes sense. Like, why was it? Oh yeah,
it was a Friday.
Yeah, we did the special edition last week.
Yeah,
had to sneak one in there.
Ryan was busy, so we just altered the day.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring up In Your House 4. If you guys have been keeping up, you guys know that
Great White North.
Winnipeg. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you guys that have been chronicling with us, I guess is the word I could use, maybe. Yeah. Me and Ryan have been watching the In Your Houses since NXT TakeOver is tonight. They announced it, like, I guess a month ago, since today's the fourth one that we're doing. I called Blue 42! Hot! And I fucking audibled. Me and Ryan had set up to do something else, but In Your House was announced. So I'm like, hey, Ryan, let's go to In Your House 1 and see how many we can dish out before they release the In Your House TakeOver NXT, which is tonight. So
yeah, and then those some bitches, Conrad and Bruce Pritchard, there had to drop In Your House 1, copying us. They heard how well ours went, so they're like, we got to get on to what they're doing.
Goddamn bastards.
You'd think that like Bruce has some inside knowledge or something that we don't.
Well, it was not. I actually enjoyed it because Conrad does so much. He takes notes and research on shit that I need to step up my research game. But we didn't know why 123 Kid was there for the first one. He had injured ribs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I heard some of that stuff. They're like, he broke his neck, and they thought it was gonna be career-ending stuff and all that.
Yeah, it was his neck. Never mind his ribs.
And like Savio, I knew that Savio Vega was Quang from earlier in the '90s, but I didn't know that he actually tried out back in '86. Also, so I do like that. Like they do go back and touch on a little bit of things. It's not just whereas we do the watch along and try like piece things together. They like Bruce obviously being there for most of those runs can give you a lot of information, and Conrad obviously is balls deep in wrestling a little bit more than us, that he's able to go a little bit farther in his knowledge and his information that he can provide. So, but it was cool to have watched it with you, and now to have heard them talk about it and kind of give that a little bit more information. So
yeah, I'm just glad we got to it first before they could say that we tried to copy them and
damn right
off of their information. No, we chose to do one and continue on from there.
Yeah.
So we're on 4. Maybe we could cover on Tuesday or something. Let's see if I can free up some time so we could cover this In Your House that they're doing
for sure.
TakeOver.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Should be a good one.
Some of the matchups are looking really, really good.
They usually never disappoint, so I'm quite interested to see.
Yeah, NXT, it just seems like, whereas, I guess, going back to the Ruthless Aggression documentary series that they put out a couple months back, whereas, like, they said, like, Raw was more the talent, SmackDown was more like the in-ring performance, I guess you'd say. And their pay-per-views kind of would show, like, every pay-per-view was always different. NXT just seems to be consistent. They don't necessarily need to have tons and tons of star power on their shows because they can put it all together for the pay-per-view. They just kind of like coast through week by week, and I use that term lightly because what they do is phenomenal week in, week out. But once they hit to their takeovers, they go beyond next level that the main roster doesn't usually do unless it's one of the big 4, it seems.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, In Your House TakeOver 4, bring it up. I'll give you guys a second to bring it up. But if you guys haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to this podcast right here on YouTube. on iTunes, on Podbean, on all the platforms that you can get us. If you guys can't watch us, go ahead and get us on iTunes so you guys can listen to us either working, cleaning the house, doing your dishes, doing some yard work, whatever you guys want, driving. You guys could just throw us on. Me and Ryan try to keep you entertained, tell jokes, and keep you informed on what we're watching, even if you can't watch it with us. So don't just say, fuck this watch along because I can't watch it. Me and Ryan are going to try to keep you guys entertained. But while you guys bring up In Your House 4, please go ahead and subscribe to this. But also, Football on Full Heel is my buddy Frankie's podcast here on the Full Heel Podcast Network. So, Football on Full Heel, go ahead and subscribe to that as well. It's my high school buddy, Omega Delta Phi frat brother. I don't bring that up as much as I should. And my other frat brother, Jose, and Andres, their buddy and roommate from college, all talk about soccer, football, from the Bundesliga to La Liga MX to Serie A to Champions League to you name it. They talk about anything and everything having to do with soccer. So please go ahead and subscribe to them for new episodes, weekly episodes. They'll get notifications on that either from YouTube or iTunes or whatever, any of that stuff.
Yeah, so. They have a lot more work to do because so midweek, Spain starts up again, and I don't know if it's Friday, but definitely Saturday. Italy's back in action, so Frankie's gonna have a lot of research to do for this week's episode because it's not just gonna be the German league and some coronavirus. It's gonna be a lot more footy talk, which is always nice.
Yeah. I wonder. I think they're still gonna do maybe this last one on Skype, and then maybe next week they'll set it up, or maybe they'll just come back Friday. I don't know. Maybe they'll do one Tuesday and then back Friday. I'd be down for that if they want to get 2 episodes out this week. Up to them. But yeah, subscribe to that. Subscribe to the Just Full Heel podcast if you want them. But listen to all of us, me, Ryan, breaking down old school wrestling, watching old school wrestling. Sometimes we do career breakdowns. We're doing a lot of watch-alongs lately. It's fun watching old school wrestling, especially with In Your House coming along. So, and
it's fun too because we start off by doing let's just do this kind of an era because of this was happening, and then it just kind of morphed into NXT's coming up, or this day matches up with this day. Let's watch that one. So it's kind of cool to do this day 15 years ago, or in honor of the In Your House is coming back, that we're doing these. So it's fun.
Yeah, one of our more popular episodes, and maybe after this In Your House thing, we'll get back to it, was either the Razor Ramon or the Austin one. That one's neck and neck for downloads.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, over 100 downloads for both of them. So that's a pretty popular episode that we have, even though 100 doesn't sound like a lot. But for a podcast of just 2 dudes with attitude.
Shit, now we're getting sued.
Yeah, now we're getting sued.
2 dudes that getting sued.
Well, wait, weren't they 2 cool dudes with attitude, or can that be us?
We'll be the cool dudes. Yeah,
cool dudes. Yeah, but yeah. So maybe we'll do a career breakdown after that. We'll see. We haven't decided yet. We still we'll probably break down In Your House NXT Takeover. But last one we did was Triple H. That one was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of info out. Who have we done?
We've done Austin, Bret,
Razor.
Part of the Undertaker. Yeah, Razor Ramon. There was Triple H. I think you might have done DDP with Jeff.
Yeah, I did the DDP with Jeff and my first tag team, Hawk and Animal. I think.
Oh, the Road Warriors, right.
Let's see, just throwing out that link. So hopefully you guys have In Your House brought up. You want to give us a countdown, Ryan?
Sure. Wait, so we're gonna hit play on go. Oh yeah, and you already.
All right. Let's see. Start button. All right, I'm ready when you are, Ryan.
All right, so on go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, it should show up. We start all the way from the beginning too, so from the very first second.
And this is gonna be a little different. This is when they don't start off with that weird graphic with the whatever that thing growing up from the ground. They're just going right for
Celine Dion, right?
Yeah, right. Get out of here, Celine Dion. My daughter would be so mad if she heard you say that.
Is she Canadian?
she's Canadian, but that's not, my daughter. My Carla would be like, that is not Celine Dion. He does not know who Celine Dion.
No, I know
She would have so much attitude if she heard you say that. She loves Celine Dion.
She did come from a cool dude with attitude, so you can't blame her.
But no, yeah, they're going to start right off with "Oh Canada," which is okay, I guess. I don't know.
Why is there a more preferred song that you?
Well, no, I just kind of find it weird that when they're in the States, they just have like the WWE or WWF logo, whatever the graphic that they're using. But because they're in Canada, they're going to start off with the national anthem. Like, what are you like?
Mountains and wolves.
Yeah, it's like
they're pandering 100%. It's awesome though. They're pandering to their Canadian peoples.
There was a guy I want to say it was in Winnipeg. He was sexually assaulted by a 200-pound beaver earlier this week, I just saw this article. I clicked on it. I don't know how true it is. I want it to be so true though, because it's the most Canadian story ever. Like some logger went to went to move some whatever around from the river, and he was attacked by a 200-pound beaver that started grinding on him.
Hey, beavers need love too.
Damn right.
I've crushed my own beaver too in my days. Hey yo!
I just noticed that we're doing In Your House in Winnipeg, and Kara picked me up a Tim Hortons coffee on the way home, and I'd never drink Tim Hortons coffee.
Why not? Is that like Dunkin' Donuts?
Hmm?
Isn't that like your Dunkin' Donuts?
Pretty much, yeah. But it's so Canadian because it was actually founded by a hockey player.
Is she done with this fucking national anthem?
Yeah. There it is. There's
no
our...
offense, Ryan, but I'm not trying to hear the national.
The only time I ever want to hear the national anthem is like WrestleMania. It's like the Super Bowl. Like if I'm gonna watch a sporting event, it's gonna be like the be all end all for that year. Mm-hmm. Do the national anthem. That's it.
Yeah. So right here we have Gorilla Monsoon announcing that they are stripping Shawn Michaels because he's not he's not able to compete because he got his ass kicked by 10 Marines supposedly.
Yeah, while Bulldog and 1-2-3 Kid were locked in a car, they couldn't get out of the car.
Yeah, 1-2-3 Kid was sleeping in the back or something, and Bulldog was too big to get out of the car. I don't know.
Yeah, he was small enough to get in, but
yeah.
It was...
I don't know how that one happened.
Well, he took some steroids after getting in the front seat, and they made him grow.
He's pumping iron. He fucking
That's
a little bit bigger. Doesn't fit anymore. But yeah, the story was he got beat up by 10 Marines, and it turned out to be one Marine that kicked his ass. I guess he just didn't want to admit that it was one Marine. Vince McMahon goes on to say that they threw his face against a car. Like it's
they smashed him up. And then was this the one, I might be wrong, where Owen Hart gives him the enziguri and he like collapses?
To who?
To Shawn.
No, Shawn doesn't wrestle on this one.
No. Like the reason, but they kayfabed it as he was trying to come back from the injury. He had a match on Raw with Owen Hart.
I watched the Raw before. No,
I don't remember when it was, but something had happened, and I don't think it was because the other time was when he loses his smile, but that was nothing to do with Owen. I just remember Owen gives him an enziguri, and he collapses in the ring, and they take him out on the stretcher, and Raw went off the air with no one saying anything, and they really tried to make it look like it was like a legit injury, and fans were really concerned. I want to say it was this one here.
Maybe it was a couple Raws before this. I watched the Raw before this one, and they didn't have anything about. Yeah,
because then he's supposed to fight Dean Douglas, but because he can't fight Dean Douglas, we'll see later here on this card. But yeah, there was something around that. Oh, Rikishi.
You kind of see a little bit of is he Rikishi here? No, right? He's Fatu still, right?
I think he's still Fatu, but he looks very Rikishi though.
Yes. He's already starting to take on some of the persona of Rikishi.
And that's still
colorful jacket.
Like 4 years away.
Yep.
Well, we got the BSK cap, eh?
Bone Skull Crew.
Yeah.
The Undertaker's backstage counterpart to the Click, I guess. It was the Click and then the Bone.
The Click and the Bone, yeah.
Whatever BSK stands for.
It's
they
time
just
to
drink and play poker.
That jacket's actually pretty appropriate for now, eh? On the back, it's time to make a change.
Yeah, it's time to make a change. They said depending on how it went this weekend, would would determine on what happens with the curfew here in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were setting up for peaceful protests. They shut down all of Lakeshore Drive, which is the strip route all along the lake and the buildings right alongside. I don't think you've ever been down it. I took Jeff down it when he came down to Chicago. Look at the blue blood, Triple H, spraying cologne on all the haters, on all the peasants. I have this exact Triple H right here. That's gonna.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
With Kane and all. Not
That's
Kane,
smug. Like that smug look. I love it. Yeah. I would actually. They even talked about that on the In Your House of how they came up with this whole thing was roughly stealing the idea from the WCW character that he portrayed, and then they decided to look up the most expensive city to live in, and it was Greenwich, Connecticut. So they're like perfect where Vince McMahon's from.
How hilarious is that? Yeah, and Joe calls Connecticut one of the worst places to live at, ever.
I would imagine.
Or will not live at, but do comedy. So he says he couldn't imagine living there.
Oh, he's got the
spraying Fatu with it.
Get it! Look at this! Like just stealing from the model Rick Martel.
No, Rick Martel had the spray one.
Yo, did you see that the sign that had the button? Hi, Todd, you fucker.
Yeah, right.
Like, whoa.
I guess it is pay-per-view.
I'm surprised the network though the Vince didn't have them block that off.
Yeah, especially on the network where everyone can access it like that.
Yeah.
Like I get pay-per-view, but this kind of isn't pay-per-view anymore when anyone can.
Yeah, like if this was on VHS back in the day, I would guarantee they would have had that blurred out.
Yeah. So Fatu has since he got sprayed with the cologne, he hasn't even given a chance for Triple H to take off his red coat or untie his. Well, he wouldn't untie his hair yet, but take off his shirt and everything. She's gone to work on him. Damn, over the top rope goes Triple H.
Trying to.
And it's all because of him that he brought back In Your House for NXT. Well, maybe not all because of him. But, yeah. He's running NXT, and they're bringing back the In Your House.
Now, do you know, is this going to be a monthly thing, or is this just going to be like a one-off, and then they'll do like another...
I think it's just a one-off. I think they just bring the title back.
Because it still said TakeOver In Your House, so...
Yeah, because they did they've done it with TakeOver War Games.
With the War Games, yeah okay. So maybe I wonder if they'll do it like a once a year In Your House kind of thing.
I can see it especially if it makes a huge fucking splash. I could see how it would be like maybe a staple for them.
Yeah, like give NXT that was a rough leapfrog there. I could see it because like you said, they have War Games, they have the TakeOver before a WrestleMania, before a Rumble. They'll throw one out there, so I could definitely see it In Your House right in the middle of in July when more of a downtime. Ooh, that was.
God damn. Oh no! I don't care what anyone says. I know it's planned and it's choreographed, but that getting your head caught in between the ropes like that.
Yeah, ask Mick Foley how planned that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
he can't hear you because he's missing an ear.
Yo, did you see that tweet that his daughter Noelle put out there like a week or so ago?
No, what was it?
She's like, something like everyone's complaining about having to wear masks. Just be thankful that you have 2 ears and can wear one, right, Dad? And she tagged Mick Foley.
Hilarious. Yeah, he's got to get a special one.
Yeah, have to get something that wraps around.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how I was telling you that these guys didn't come yesterday for the podcast?
Right.
For a fight companion? My dad weirdly sat down and watched 5 fights with me. He's like, I'm going to watch these fights with you. I'm like, all right, cool.
Damn.
Yeah. Because he's not like a MMA fan or anything. Not that he doesn't. Not that he doesn't like the fights. It's just he doesn't understand them. So I was able to.
Right. Okay.
Give an explanation and breakdown of what was going
Joe Rogan. You're like, he's in a transition here.
Yeah. I'm like, he needs to do this to get this going. He's like, oh, okay. Just give him more of an understanding of what's going on.
Like, he kind of understands that when Garbrandt hits a Sunsao and Sunsao face plants, that's it.
Yeah. Falcon punch. He was mostly avoiding one of his aunts, though.
Okay.
Which is pretty funny.
What do you think of the fights last night? There's some good ones, eh?
There was a lot of good ones from top to bottom. They were very entertaining fights. I need to make time to break it down. I saw them all. I was watching them all.
I've seen most of the finishes just kind of pop up, like that Sean O'Malley knockout and that. But
there was a lot of quick finishes. Some
see what that whether it was like an early prelim or if it was the fight pass prelims, which one it was, but the calf kick TKO.
Oh, yep, yep. I
That was
think
an
Alex Hernandez on Formiga.
Formiga went to that's right.
Well, Formiga was just taking him, dude. He was like, whatever, keep kicking my leg. He wasn't checking him, and they weren't thigh kicks. They were all calf kicks. He was just
Yeah, and you could
aiming for
tell
the calf.
when he went down the first time, then the guy's just like, I'm not. You got to stand up. Like he's like, I'm not taking to the ground because he knows now that you're hurt. You know, it was still early enough in the fight that he could work on that leg for a bit longer, probably finish it that way, one way or another.
Yeah, my dad's like, how did he finish him? I'm like, he probably broke something in there, and then I remembered I've actually broken that bone. Like there's a tibia and a fibia, so one runs down straight, which is I think your tibia, and I think the fibia runs kind of, it curves around, and it's on the outside of your leg,
Okay.
and I think that's what he broke on this guy's on Formiga's leg, because when I broke my leg, I broke it more towards the ankle, but it was the tibia, it was the shin, right? It was the shin that I broke. I completely fractured it in half, but the fibia as well, it cracked and it broke. So that's why I know that there's two bones in the leg. So I'm pretty sure that he fucked up the smaller, thinner bone on the outside of the big bone, which should be it should be the fibia. And because it got really, really fucking swollen right after.
Right. Okay.
And for him to quit, it just had to be intense pain of it just being broken. And like I said, it's a thinner bone, so it would tend to break, especially if Alex Hernandez was aiming right at it all night.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing I thought was funny when he went down and then he gave him when he let him stand back up, he was going right back for it. It's like, what do you? Like, how are you not taking notice that you just went down because you got kicked there?
Yeah.
Don't maybe switch your stance or something. Like just try to figure something out because you know he's gonna aim right back for it. Like, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a coach. It's just like you just watch it and you're like, oh god. It's like the Barboza when he would he's ended 2 fights with leg kicks.
Dude, Fatu's very agile. He should have fucking stayed thinner instead of packing up all
Yeah.
those pounds. Pedigree? Nope. Reversal.
Nope. Oh, he's good.
Boom, DDT by Triple H. But Fatu with the no sell and the Rikishi moves.
You guys gonna say he got the dance moves going.
What's up with the no selling?
Nice
Damn,
side
super
kick.
kick.
And that's the one that he kept his entire career.
Yeah. Man, I don't agree with that. You can't no sell a DDT though, like that.
No, unless it's like Hogan about the Hulk up kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the only time I think that you can no sell. It's just like you're about to like pump up something, you're like Ultimate Warrior, about to here we go, finish it off, But yeah, like you're Fatu. You're not hulking up. You're not rising from the dead. You're not anything like that.
And not long ago, that was a finisher for Roberts that no one ever kicked out of. Well,
Yeah, that was
kicked out of, but very rarely.
It was like it's like Stone Cold has said. So many people, like Kevin Owens uses a stunner, John Cena used that springboard stunner, and they use them as setup moves now. He's like, that was my finisher, and now all of a sudden it's not good enough to be a finisher anymore. It's like it's almost a disrespect when you see guys use these kind of moves. Ooh, early RKO right there.
Oh yeah. Was it what do they call that? A running?
It's like a running
Neck breaker?
It's like a front face. I used to know it. God damn, it's gonna bother me now.
It's a running RKO.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Oh.
Oh man, that was very risky. You need to roll the other way, Triple H. He rolled into Fatu coming at him, almost.
Took a foot to the head.
Yeah. That's a 300-pound man coming down.
He can't afford a broken nose.
Yeah. Too much money to repair that big of a schnauzer. Too much. What is it? 3 times the cost of a regular one?
Yeah.
That's it. Triple H ends it with the pedigree. It's a pretty good match though to open up.
Yeah, it was. You see those early, the mid '90s wrestling tees there.
Mm-hmm. Everyone booing Triple H. Triple H. What is that? A pirouette? Is that what they call it? No.
I think it's like a curtsy.
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what it is. A
I
male curtsy.
was gonna say, is it like a bow? I'm like, no, it's not a bow. He's not bowing.
No, he's definitely doing something
I think
different.
pirouette's a ballet move.
Yeah.
Most impressive victory I believe I have ever seen in my...
They're King's talking to Triple H about how smelly Fatu was.
Yeah. Well, just wait, because with this nose, in about 4 years' time, I'm gonna take a stink face, and I'm gonna find out a lot more.
Oh no! He's gonna find out what he eats.
Yeah.
You could tell. Well, Triple H is playing up the Super X right here. The Super
Okay,
Blue
so
X.
here we go.
Is this what sets it up?
This sets up the hog pen match that's gonna happen at the next one, the next In Your House 5.
So it's a hog pen match with Triple H and Phineas?
Henry.
Henry? All right. I don't know.
And then it's with the special referee ends up being Hillbilly Jim.
So Triple H is going to get slopped. Did we do 5? I know we did 6.
We did 6. We haven't done 5. I think 5 was Razor's last In Your House. I think. I might be wrong on that. I think number 5 is called Season's Beatings. I watched that one a couple of weeks back, maybe last week.
The British Bulldog, Courtney, and Doc Kendricks, right?
Yep.
I remember watching this. I was watching a bunch of Raws. It was a setup for SummerSlam. Mabel versus Diesel. Bulldog comes out.
That's right. Yeah, I think we even saw this one last week. A little bit of the highlights leading into the all the titles on the line.
Next up, we're gonna have the Smoking Guns taking on 1, 2, 3 Kid and Racer Ramon. That's gonna be good. So they kind of had a little bit of an issue with each other, Razor and 1, 2, 3 Kid leading into this. I think 1, 2, 3 Kid cost them the match versus the 2-on-3 versus the Roadie, and or was it after?
We watched that one last week where he comes in and I forget who Razor was fighting, but 1, 2, 3 Kid counts 1, 2, 3, and Razor's like, "Oh, I won!"
Oh,
and then he gets rolled up and he ends up losing the match. He like chucks 1, 2, 3 Kid at the ring, launched him.
Yeah, so they've. I didn't watch them before, but I watched the Raw before this. Apparently, they had squashed their issues, and in this one, they actually come dressed out or dressed alike.
And I think that they even. I think this is leading into 1, 2, 3 Kid joining the $1 Million Corporation too.
Money, 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 money. Super mullets right here. Actually, Billy Gunn got rid of his. He had a giant mullet at Raw the fucking week before. Or it could have been 2 weeks before, because you know how they do the tapings back then.
Right. Kind of like how they accidentally released who's going to win the Intercontinental title next week.
Did they?
Someone put out a tweet that they shouldn't have put out.
Here we get a promo from Razor and 1, 2, 3 Kid.
1, 2, 3 Kid. He either looks like he's 12 or he looks like a pervert. Like he can't catch a break. I mean, I like Sean Waltman. I think he's a fantastic talent, but it's like he's got one of those faces.
So they're finally on the same page now, supposedly. Were they ever tag champions before this?
I don't think so. I don't think Razor ever had the tag titles. So he might have. I know that Razor was like a 5 or 6 time Intercontinental title champion there for. Billy Gunn got back from his match, looked in the mirror, and said, "Oh, Jesus Christ, this has to end." Sorry, Bart.
Double mullets, one of them had to go.
Yeah. Cowboys don't have mullets, you know?
They don't?
Oh, come on. Actually, you see, it's kind of funny when you take a look at the cowboy gimmicks that they've done, because right around this time, maybe about a year after this, they're going to have the Blackjacks with Wyndham and Bradshaw, and you see them coming out with, they got like the big old handlebar mustache styles and stuff. And you look at these cowboys and how different they look. I mean, Billy even shaved off his mustache. So he had the stash for a while, too.
Yeah. I look at 1, 2, 3 Kid with stupid karate stuff.
I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Razor takes the center. He's like, get off to the side.
2 toothpicks. Is he wrestling one with one in his ear the whole time?
He's not as tough as Ben Henderson there. To get into the cage with one in his mouth.
Yeah, and fight the whole time. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those Razor Ramon vests. They're so cool. What does it say?
It's so
Did it
good.
say bad guy or did it say Razor Ramon? Whatever.
I think.
Either one. I'd get either one.
Yeah, I like the purple Razor.
If I had the money, I wouldn't mind getting worn or actual Razor one, or maybe even a signed one.
I was gonna say, like,
Awesome.
we're gonna come on here one day. We're gonna get ready to hit record, and you're gonna like come out here with like the full gear of Razor Ramon.
Yeah, I'll put on my Rey Mysterio mask right now. I haven't bought any figs recently.
You're itching, eh? Look at you. You're like, I am go.
Well, I did pre-order a couple, but those aren't going to charge or mail till I don't know when. It says September,
That's
October, but the Green Goblin and Mysterio. Yeah, they're fucking sick. Green Goblin is super expensive if you bought when he was part of the BAF, like a Build-A-Figure edition.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a couple years ago. So they're releasing a retro card. So people that like collectors that want to keep it on the original card, they're re-releasing this new figure with articulation and everything. Same figure, but just on the card, old card itself.
Okay.
So it's like nostalgia, but with new figs and shit. I just wanted to open up because I need a Green Goblin. I need a Mysterio. That Mysterio goes for $40 if you didn't get it regularly, like at 20. Now it's 40, but they're re-releasing it retro, so now I got the chance to get it for 20 again.
That's all right.
Yeah. I need to get a Kingpin too. Kingpin's $30, but that's because he's gigantic. He's huge.
With a small head.
1, 2, 3 Kid working on Billy Gunn here with the headlock. It's kind of hilarious though, how small he is compared to Billy Gunn.
It's kind of weird too. You're gonna see in 2 years' time this is gonna be DX, eh?
Yeah.
Billy Gunn doing some karate there.
Karate Cowboy.
Isn't that Jackie Chan in Shanghai Noon?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I used to love me some Jackie Chan as a kid.
Oh goddamn, yeah. The Rush Hours and those in the Shanghai Noon and as corny as the Shanghai movies are, they're.
Well, I was talking about Rumble in the Bronx, but okay.
Oh, those ones?
Yeah.
Oh, those ones, get out of here.
My cousin that took me to see Jordan and was a little bit older than me and kind of influenced me a lot of my things that I like. He would take me to see those movies. Him and his dad would go. He'd be like, "Hey, you want to go?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" See Rumble.
I remember watching Rumble in the Bronx and it was the wood chipper. My mom walked into the living room just as they're like chucking the guy in the wood chipper. She's like, "What are you watching? You're too young. You can't be watching this." Like, Mom, it's all good.
We're not gonna see him. Oh fuck! I thought we were gonna.
They never showed on TV.
Razor Ramon working on this Bart gun.
I think someone in the front row here is in the wrong, trying to steal some seats. Everyone's like looking at the tickets. They got the security guard looking too. They like tell them to shift over, move down. It's the small things that make you laugh.
Yeah, sometimes it's confusing though.
Because now they're just taking chairs and moving them.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to steal chairs, but sometimes it's a little confusing.
Paying $500 for those seats, and you're getting like little plastic folding chairs. Like we're in my like music class in grade 7.
They're the worst. I hate going to events just because of that. The seating. Mm-hmm. You have to pay a lot to get better seats down below.
At least now, like, well, I don't know about like Raws and that, but I know for like the big pay-per-views, they at least like they're folding chairs, but they're nicer, like they're collector chairs at least.
Yeah, they have the event promo on it.
Yeah. Because that's good to have. You know, you want to have, 200-300 people walking out of an arena with steel chairs these days.
Yeah. After seeing everyone bash each other with them.
Yeah.
Damn, 1, 2, 3 Kid pulling the ropes on Bart Gunn over here. Bart falling over the top. Look pretty cool though.
Razor, get back.
What are you gonna do? Nothing.
And this goes back to when I was,
Tripped.
when I was 11, 12 years old. I never could figure out why 123 Kid was wearing the knee pads that you would wear when you're training how to ride a bike or,
Yeah.
or rollerblading. Like,
For kicking, bro. Make it look real. The cushion still hurts.
oh, 100% still hurts. It's
But
just
it just
You
takes
watch
away
the-
it takes
but
away
when
the
you watch-
sharpness, the sting.
it's like when you watch the guys that are like, you know, like they have like the regular knee pads, like what Razor Ramon's wearing, and then you see 123 Kids like just you're out riding your bicycle, and then you came in to have a match. Like, it's just I don't know. Like it's always stood out to me, and I never knew why he wore them. I don't know if he's ever talked about why or what, but
I never wore pads. I was a badass. And then I broke my
surprised they
leg.
didn't have 123 Kid have some purple boots to go with his outfit.
Yeah, right.
The Ray kind of. Here
Right.
we were at Breezango over here talking about the fashion as opposed to the.
Well,
the
you know,
bad-
they went to the out of the way to point out that he was wearing the same colors as Razor, and then you're like, wait a minute, his boots and
yeah, like it's
wrist
part of
things
it.
are still red,
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
and he's missing an eyebrow. Oh no, that was before.
Yeah. Some interest in the leg drops there from the kid.
That figure is actually worth a lot of money.
That 123 Kid figure.
Yeah, on card mint because I don't know. Apparently, a lot of people didn't buy him because it was 123 Kid, and then like he's missing
Right.
an eyebrow on the promotional picture too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like so. It was pretty rare back when I heard about it. This was a couple years, maybe like 5 years ago. Pretty sure it's not as rare anymore.
I think they said that's how he ended up re-aggravating his neck injury.
Yeah, he
It was that exact move, but on the roadie.
the fall away slam with 123 Kid throwing him into the opposing opponent or the opponent.
Yeah, and using it as like a pinning move.
Yeah, it's a nice little tag team move.
Yeah.
Razor getting the hot tag here, working on Bart Gunn.
Did Bart Gunn do anything after the Butterbean? Like, did he? Because I know he was gone from WWF pretty quickly thereafter, and I don't really.
Nah, he might have had
No.
some matches, but no, nothing pretty much.
Like, oof.
Once they broke up the Guns, they were.
Yeah, he really did.
Ooh.
Yeah, he actually really suffered from the. Well, so I guess it's like Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the one tag team member that you can tell is destined to go up to bigger and better things.
Yeah, but man, like he did everything creative told him to, and then they still fucked him. Bart Gunn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know in what world he actually thought like he could fight a super heavyweight in a boxing match when this guy's a trained boxer and you're a trained professional wrestler. Like it
Got cocky.
was. I
Got a
hope
little
they paid him
sloppy.
well.
On Bart.
Yeah.
I have this Razor Ramon. I just
Well,
don't
you know,
wanna
the
open it.
problem is that Razor's hair's so greasy that it slipped out of his hand.
Dean Douglas
He's
detention.
taking notes over here.
Yeah, defense on Razor. Defense versus Razor.
Yeah, so Razor's doing double duty, which seemed to be a big in your house thing. 'Cause we've seen double duties a lot. Bret did it. Bulldog did it last week. Razor's gonna do it this week. Vince McMahon is sitting in his office. How can we have the most matches with the least amount of guys?
Let's just pay Razor a little bit more and have him work twice.
Yeah. And then when he asks for a raise, we tell him no.
Yeah. What was
Which
that?
that was a
They both ducked under a punch that no one threw. 123 Kid and Bart or Billy
Yeah.
Gunn. They both got the hot tags.
that was a weak
Billy
drop.
over here with the fast action, but it's a little sloppy.
Yeah. It's going a little too fast.
Yeah, like the drop kicks aren't fully extendable because they're too close to each other. You know, stuff that could be cleaned up.
Yeah.
Oh, right in the kid's nose. Stomping
That's
it
who,
off.
that's who lost the eyebrow. It got caught in the boot.
Yeah. He tags Bart Gunn back in. Kick to the abdominals. At this group play yesterday, they had that Undertaker from the Ministry. I have
Oh,
it as
nice.
a defining moments, and I'm like,
Right.
I'm like, yes, I'm gonna buy a second one. And then I looked at the price, and they were selling it for $50, and I'm like, I guess I'm just not gonna buy a second one.
Yeah. You just like
I
scratch
guess I'll
up.
just settle for the one I have.
You just scratch up a zero. Hey, this is only $5 for some
Yeah.
reason. It says 50.0. I think it's supposed to be 5.00.
Sir, it's ringing up as 50.
I don't know. The box says 5.
you're
You
gonna-
gonna call me a liar?
Yeah. You're going to say I scratched it off? No, we didn't even say that, sir. Fuck. All right, here's $50.
Never mind. I was trying to explain to someone at the grocery store one of the one of the people stocking the shelves. I don't know if it was. Oh, that was actually a nice drop kick on the suplex.
Yeah, on the souffle.
I don't know if it was the like a mistake if someone had moved it, but it was fit what I was buying, but it was $3.99 on sale for $5.99.
Mm-hmm.
I had like the little like, I'm looking at it and said, hey, this I think your thing is wrong. I don't know. I know that it's not on sale for $2 more, but you might want to move it to where it's supposed to go. And the guy's like looking at me like, I don't understand what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you clearly just don't even care about your job. You're here just to collect a paycheck. I can respect that. Like,
sometimes they're dumb enough where they'll, if it's priced wrong and they're like, oh, it's not ringing up as that, like, hey, but that's what it said on the shelf. They're like, all right.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Sometimes they'll call and they'll ask, and other times they're like, whatever.
We're like, well, we marked it wrong. Sorry, sir. Like, nope, you still get it somehow.
Yep.
We have Razor rolling 1, 2, 3 kid on top of Bart or Billy Gunn, but the kick out.
Oh.
God damn it. God damn it. That close. I need a 1, 2, 3 kid. I only have an X-Pac.
You gotta get a 6-pack too.
Yeah. They did have a 6-pack.
Are they going to be releasing? Do you know any? Because you were saying that they're putting out the Bulldog, since he's in the Hall of Fame. Do you know if they're going to be doing like a revamped NWO now that they have those guys are inducted or anything? Or
I know they're doing a Hogan,
Okay.
NWO Hogan, which we haven't, like, Ringside Exclusive has not gotten an NWO Hogan because of his whole being racist thing.
Right.
So we have the Lone Wolf, Razor Ramon, which right now Razor Ramon is doing some work on the guns.
And he's teaching Billy Gunn this is how you do the momentum shift on 2-on-1.
Yeah. He gets the tag and he's beating the shit out of both of them. But so Ringside Exclusives has done the Lone Wolf, Scott Hall with the black and white drip. The
Right.
NWO when he went against Nash.
Ooh.
Boom. Razor's
champs?
edge. New champs right here, but Razor's taking too long for the cover.
1, 2, 3 kid wants the tag.
Yeah. I don't know why he just doesn't go for the cover right here. Come on, Razor. You got this. Son of a bitch.
He's like, we got the. He's.
Son of a bitch. But, yeah, so they have the Lone Wolf Razor NWO on Ringside Exclusives. Damn. Kid got rolled up.
Got
Damn. Kid got the tag, went for the pin, and got rolled up with Razor not paying
Son
attention.
Razor, you took too long.
Damn. And then they have a Nash red and black Wolfpack with the belt, and it's spray painted in red.
Okay.
They have Sting red.
He did the red spray paint on the belt, Nash.
I think at one time they did do it.
Okay. I remember the black, that's pretty iconic, but I don't remember seeing the red. Oh, and there's 1, 2, 3 kid turn and heel.
Boom, over the top rope.
Razor's gonna go in and say, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 kid is attacking the guns here after the match is finished, as Razor was leaving. And he's come on. And then they have Sting Redface too, so NWO Sting. And then they have Wolfpack Macho Man as well, all ringside exclusives.
Nice.
At one point, they were going to release a Hulk Hogan ringside exclusives NWO, and then he said some racist stuff online, and they canceled it. They literally had the mock-ups and everything of what it was going to look like, and like the.
Oh, that's brutal to know that you can get that close to it, and then.
Yeah. So it looks like they're releasing him. And it might be an Ultimate Edition. It might be a ringside exclusive Ultimate Edition. So it might have like all the full articulation and everything.
Nice.
But it might be a ringside exclusive.
It's like fucking not even Hogan. It's like Linda Hogan too now is going crazy.
She's over there fucking tweeting madness.
Oh, never mind. Then you got Sunny. Like, she's not actually dropping the N-bomb, but she's threatening to call people the N-bomb. It's like,
Dude, she wants so much attention. It's
oh,
like,
it's so sad.
yeah.
Hashtag white power. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, did you not see what happened with Hogan? Like, she needs all that WWE money that she can get these days because OnlyFans are gonna start unsubscribing soon.
Did she think they were gonna put her on ice like they did with Hogan? She's not Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, yeah, easy there, Doc. Yeah, like she's like Vince has to be sitting back and watching this. Like you're seeing like everything that's going on with Riker, and you've seen what happened with Hogan, and you were never really that like you were big for like selling things, but that's really it. Like she gets bounced from the Hall of Fame or from WWE like networking and that she's not going to be back in like. Ugh.
So she's banned from AEW.
Yep.
That was a good thing.
That's always yeah.
Wait,
AEW has to be loving that, eh? Just be like, if we don't have to do all the dirty work, they're doing it for us. keep tweeting.
How many times has Marty Jannetty been fired by this point?
Oh man, oh man.
And
12, 13?
we have so Goldust got his debut against Marty Jannetty. Or is this his In Your House debut?
This is
his full debut, right?
I think was it last In Your House that we saw him in the audience watching the Razor Ramon match? When 1, 2, 3 Kid yeah, I think that was the one where Razor Ramon loses. I think Goldust was in the audience watching it.
So this would be his debut then?
I think this might be. It's at least a pay-per-view debut. I think. I think that's right.
Yeah, finally, ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from the bizarre Goldust in action. Yeah, so this is his debut. And without further ado,
here we go.
The androgynous.
Yeah.
Imagine being there and have that fucking gold dust fall all over you. Someone in the crowd.
Imagine 1996 and this is, or 1985, and you're coming out like in 2020. We're still there are still people that are unsure about how they feel about things like this. You're talking 25 years ago or so that they were doing this kind of stuff. Like it's groundbreaking in a lot of ways. Like don't get me wrong, but it's like this could have been like a massive career killer for Dustin Runnels.
Yeah, no, and he's carried it all the way up until now as well by using the face makeup and kind of having a character like that. Hey Ryan, can you describe this while I go take a piss real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take a quick piss. I'm gonna run. I'll be back.
Yeah, you can really tell this is like the early Goldust entrance because there was much more of a green, a gold rather, color hue for the whole entrance that we're seeing now as he enters the ring. No Marlena. Yeah, like you don't really know what you're seeing here. Right? Like it's a fantastic character. Like probably one of the hardest things to pull off. Like I was saying back in 1995 when this was a really different character to try to put out there, and he held it and he put it together. And like Raph said, he sold this character for 25 years almost before retiring him when he jumped to AEW, and still utilizes a lot of the gear and the face paint idea that we saw like in the later incarnations of Goldust, where he changed the face paint up a little bit and the suit out a little bit. He's made a massive career out of this, and probably if not for the Goldust character, Dustin Runnels probably could have had a heavyweight title reign. I think that the only thing stopping it was the character of Goldust.
All right, I'm back. Drain the lizard. Too much coffee and Monster.
Just saying, I think that Dustin Runnels could have easily been the WWE heavyweight champion at some point in his career had it not been the Goldust character. I think that was the one thing, kind of like they were saying with Val Venus, had the abilities in ring, but how do you put the title on a certain character?
Yeah. There's only so far you can go with it.
And that's it. And that's the thing, and the fact that he made it work. I mean, I was saying, like, the suit changes throughout the years, and the artist formerly known as Goldust, like, so kind of a gimmick change a bit. But now in AEW, he's still kind of rocking the same idea, the suit and the face paint that he was doing with Goldust in the later runs. Now he's just doing more black, silver, gold, or black, silver, red face paint.
Yeah.
Doing like the half face and that.
Maybe just to avoid getting sued.
Yeah, but he's definitely using like the idea of the Goldust character in AEW still. But Marty Jannetty is still trying to think it's 1986.
Who's dressed more androgynous, Marty Jannetty or Goldust?
I gotta say Goldust, because at least Marty Jannetty, this was a really cool look back in the 80s when him and Sean were just starting off in AWA.
All right.
Hey man, hair metal sold, baby.
It did. We gave you that one. It did.
And when I was just watching the what was the Survivor Series 93? Yeah, Survivor Series 93 I was watching and they actually had the Rock and Roll Express defending the titles against Dr. Tom Pritchard. I can't think of what their team was, but I mean, Rock and Roll Express came out in the and this is early 90s with the tassels all over their gear. It's like, all right, I mean, if it sells, it sells.
Jannetty calling out Goldust, calling him a chicken. Cheap, 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 cheap. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's Room 203. The horrible ass movie. It's a reference. Have you ever seen that movie, Ryan?
I know the calling him a chicken, but I don't know Room 203.
It's the disaster artist movie. James Franco made it. It's
It's
making fun of Room 203.
Okay.
It's some foreign guy made a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
was the greatest shit ever, but it's like so awkward.
Okay.
Like the acting is really off. I'll send you a link.
Okay. It's like that from Seinfeld, Plan 9 from Outer Space, when they want to go see the movie in the Chinese restaurant. And Jerry keeps on saying, it's the worst movie. It's Plan 9. There were 8 other plans. All failed. Plan 9. It was still a bad plan.
Yeah, it's so bad it's good. Like,
right, okay.
Like, I think I can be a better actor. Like, the talking is awkward. Like, the conversation's awkward. It's pretty hilarious.
I get the black paint on Goldust's eyes. Can make him kind of stand out a bit, but I don't get the black paint on the ears.
Yeah, me either. It should have been gold.
I think they'd change it gold eventually, because I don't recall. It looks like he's wearing earmuffs.
Yeah. Like, when he's looking head onto the camera, it looks a lot weirder, too.
Yeah.
Looks
it really
out of
makes it. Yeah, I don't get.
Boom.
Ooh, nice clothesline.
Yeah. Very nice.
See, that's the one thing of a Goldust suit is every match he's in, I'm always expecting it to rip. It looks like it's very, I don't know if it's just like the color of it, but it looks very thin and easy to tear. Oops.
It's got to be real stretchy.
It has to be, yeah.
It's like that belt I got from fucking the Menlo house. It's fucking awesome. It's all stretchy and doesn't have any holes. So, it pretty much fits to your waist size.
Okay.
Without any holes in it. It goes through the mesh, or whatever.
Marty Jannetty goes back first into the turnbuckle and hurts his face.
Don't tell me that's not where your face is on your back.
I almost sometimes feel bad for Marty Jannetty because of the fact that Sean got so big. But when you hear some of the stories about what
I was about to say, I'm like,
you're like, you know
Ryan,
what?
he's trying to fuck his daughter. Come on.
Although he says it was a joke. Well, what was the one he did? The last one that I heard was the he put out a poll or something on Facebook. It was like, yeah, this girl, she says she's 20. I think she looks 16. But she said after I'm done fucking her, her mom wants to turn with me. What do you guys think? And I'm like, if you have to ask your fans what they think, just no. Like, if someone has to tell you yes or no, then just ride with no. Like, that's a rule of thumb.
Yeah, he's just been really, really weird about stuff on social media, and I think he's had a drug problem. I'm not sure.
I know alcohol for sure. I don't remember if probably pills because of being a wrestler, but I don't think he was ever like meth or crack or anything like some guys. I think I'm gonna say pills and alcohol more than anything, but I could be wrong.
Back body drop by the black-eared Goldust. Too close to the ropes, bro.
Oh, here. Just gonna rage on him now. I like this Goldust. He's like yelling at her. You don't tell. Looks like a kid. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not done playing over here yet.
Russ about to stop this shit.
And that was like the remember when he kissed Razor Ramon and he kissed Ahmed Johnson and all this, like he went far with this character early on.
They asked him to play a character.
Yeah, and he said it's like his father. Hey, we want you to come wrestle with us, but you got to wear polka dots. All right, baby.
How many polka dots, baby? I'll wear all the polka dots in the world.
Mega hat.
Big ones, small ones. You tell me which ones, baby. I'm the American dream. I got a Dusty. Glad I opened them up.
What, WWE or
WCW title hat.
Oh, nice.
And the cloth shirt that says Dusty. I think they have made a polka dot one WWF.
I want to say I've seen.
I don't know.
It could have been.
I've seen them. I don't know if Mattel has made one. That's what
I was gonna say. I know I've seen like a Dusty with polka dots, but it could have been like different incarnations. Like
could have been James.
Like the Hasbro from back in like the early '90s, the small ones that would have like a special move.
Yeah, they made those.
I know they had like a Dusty there, but
definitely polka dots. No, I have the WCW. He comes with the WCW belt, trucker's hat, cowboy boots, and a shirt that says Dusty, and
nice.
Sunglasses.
Man, oh man, I miss Dusty.
Yeah, Marty Jannetty's taking a beating here. Especially, right against
Let the joke slide there.
Suplex into the ring. Well, he's going to attempt it. My Goldust.
Nope, he didn't hit it.
Boom. Cover off that? What is Goldust's fucking finisher?
Curtain
Dreams?
call. That was later on. That was later on when he was just like get disqualified. Mm-hmm. But he did the curtain call, which was like the Scorpion Death Drop. But instead of falling back, he would pick you up and then slam you down.
Okay.
I actually had the Jax Goldust back in like 97, 96, maybe, whatever year those were coming out.
The Bone Crushers?
No. Just the really like arms. Like the arms were just like in a position they're just gonna go like this, and that was it. Like the legs, same deal. Like head wouldn't move. Just like the very, very early on, like WWF wanted to get back into like the toy business.
That was pure shit right there. It
was horrible.
I had some Bone Crushers, Kane, Triple H.
I don't know if I remember the Bone Crushers. They sound familiar. Like the Bone Crusher sounds familiar, but I don't know if I can picture the toys. What the fuck is this guy?
He's been in the crowd sometimes. It's kind of weird. The Bone Crushers are
another one we did.
When you bent them a lot, they
would crunch.
Yeah, they crunch. They were made of rubber. Like certain parts were hard, but like certain parts were rubber.
Okay.
And like
the
arms
rocker
and the legs.
Dropper,
damn.
The one that I'm surprised Vince still let him use that move after the lawsuit.
Did he injure someone with that?
Yeah, he crippled the guy. That was the one where he went to go and do a move, and the guy messed up, and he ended up breaking his neck.
Mhm.
And then he tagged in Sean, and Sean like whips the guy around and gives him like a splash off the. It was that big famous lawsuit that Bruce
Yeah.
has talked about back in the day.
Because they didn't take care of him, right? They just kept going.
Yeah, because they told him like they thought he was just playing, but then no, he wasn't.
Marty Jannetty getting some offense here. Building some momentum, Ryan.
He almost looks like Renegade.
Yeah, when he ran in, I thought it was like
Because it's
the
that
Renegade.
because it reminds me of the color scheme more than anything. Oh, that's
Boom. Foot to the face. Counter by Goldust.
finish it up here. Nope.
Another suplex.
Oh no, I guess this will be his.
It's got to be his finisher.
That'll be his. That must be his early finisher. That he said that's. Yeah.
What is it, a faceplant?
Yeah, like a front face buster.
Yeah. And that's all she wrote, guys.
The black paint,
Goldust.
the black paint running into his hair.
Yeah. Everyone's booing. Boo.
Yeah, and then they find out about Marty Jannetty's personal life, and like, who do we cheer in this match?
Yeah. It's hilarious how the tides have turned.
Yeah, you know. So that's the one thing I really love about going back and watching a lot of old school wrestling too, because it's like, you know, soon enough, Goldust is going to be like this amazing guy that people just love, like they cheer.
Yeah, well, we saw Degeneration face off against each other, two members.
Yeah, yeah,
And then we saw an early Rikishi taking on an early owner of the company.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's fun to go back and take a look at like how far Triple H ends up coming, eh? Like you look at him in this at this pay per view, and if I were to say, you know, back in '95, you know, he's gonna end up being married to the boss's daughter.
He wasn't even in
Kids.
China here.
Right, yeah, running NXT, about to bring back an In Your Head. Like it's, you wouldn't believe it. It's a,
The main event for today is going to be Bulldog versus Diesel. I don't know if we've mentioned that yet.
yeah, I think Bulldog ends up getting back-to-back main events on the In Your House, because he ends up fighting Bret Hart in the next one for the title too. This is Bulldog's like best run, because he main events in the tag match at 3, main events against Diesel 4, main events against Bret Hart in 5, and then he ends up doing I think the tag matches that we did in number 6, where it's Ahmed, Sid, and Sean. I think against Owen, Yoko, and Bulldog, and then and then I think Bulldog gets the Beware of Dog against Shawn Michaels. Like this, like 6-month period, they're like pushing Bulldog hard in the main event slot to see what they can do with him. It's unfortunate too that he never ends up getting that title.
What sucks, man, for me as a toy collector, and I, you know,
Yeah, you're gonna bring up Owen Hart again.
No, I passed on the British Bulldog because I was collecting members.
Yeah.
Or I was collecting stuff that I wanted to, but I wasn't really collecting. It was just like, well, I'll collect NWO or like Razor Ramon, and like at that time it was 1-2-3 Kid, and I'm like, I wanted a 1-2-3 Kid, but there was also a British Bulldog that I should have gotten, the one with the cornrows and the flag.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, yeah. Like, is that from SummerSlam? Is that a special
No,
one?
that was
just a regular guy.
It was a flashback. They just released him in the line because Mattel.
Defining moments. That's what I was looking for. It wasn't.
No. They have. Do they have a defining moment? No, they don't have a
No, I don't think they have a defining moments of Bulldog.
Mm-mm.
Look at this.
That
Oh,
one
look
would
at
be
Kid
one.
Mabel. How many men are holding this thing up?
Look at that
There's
poor
not
guy on the
it's not
right.
an angle. Look at the angle of this thing.
Yeah, the poor guy on the right is struggling. The right side is struggling. They should have
You can
all
you can tell the guy on the left. You can tell he doesn't feel comfortable because he's pushing it up so much more. Like you know, you're trying to move something heavy, and next thing you know, like, you're holding it straight. Next thing you know, you're like leaning backwards. So you're like trying to compensate by lifting it up.
They got some thick boys lifting this guy up.
Oh, that's right, Yoko and Mabel.
Yeah. So, Mabel and Yoko injured the Undertaker. Undertaker was supposed to take on Mabel, and Mabel and Yokozuna attacked Undertaker. And I think this is what leads to Undertaker's Phantom of the Opera phase, where he wears the face mask.
That was where Mabel broke his face.
Yeah. They
There's
relentlessly just kept on slamming and slamming.
There was a famous story. I thought it's got to be something to wrestle. I heard it, but Taker was like, he's like, he's like, my face feels bad, and there's no swelling, I guess, or there's something that I think he went like a week or a couple of days wrestling, and he's like, every time I breathe, I can hear whistling and all these weird stories. So they end up going to the doctor and like, yeah, you got a fractured orbital bone, and he fought like a week with this thing. I had no idea, but yeah, Mabel like crushed Undertaker's face, like legit, with those thighs.
Yeah. Yep. He broke his orbital around his orbital.
I think it was his orbital, and something around his eye. I just want to say it was his orbital. I mean, you got to give Mabel the credit that he's a little too big to get a really solid push, but this like taking like that streak gimmick that he had when he came in, and they put the crown on him, and he still wears it on an angle, got the glass, like he's still rocking like that attitude, which is really sweet. No, Yoko.
At least I got a Yoko fig.
That crown looks.
I can get a Mabel. There's a Mabel fig with actually, I can get a King Mabel fig right now and the regular Mabel fig, but the second Mabel fig comes with the hardcore belt, which is a better.
Oh,
get.
right.
The hardcore
Is it
belt's
Viscera or Mabel?
It's Viscera. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. Because he's wearing like the black jacket and shit and the mohawk.
Right. Yeah.
I think he has a mohawk here too, but it's the blonde mohawk.
The blonde one. Yeah. That's when he was in the Ministry.
Mm-hmm. So watching two blobs face each other.
I had a really bad experience as a child when I was like, when like a wrestler comes in and Google's kind of new, so you like type in a guy's name because you want to either see the guy or you want to find out what the name means. Yeah, I shouldn't have Googled what is viscera when I was younger. It's like all like the innards, and there were some pictures that a younger Ryan definitely didn't need to see.
I've definitely never looked it up, so I don't know.
I mean, this is before I had done some butchering in kitchens and that, and I kind of got desensitized to it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I saw some stuff I didn't need to see.
Mm-hmm. So Cornette has sided with Yokozuna in this one, because I think he might have been.
Are they both heels?
Yeah, they were both heels. Well, they both attacked Undertaker.
Yeah.
But Cornette sided with Yoko.
Although he's wearing purple like Mabel.
In a pink racket. Ooh. Big man Mabel smacking Yoko over here.
Yoko's like, this motherfucker slapped me? Here we go. Look at that ring. Look at that ring give.
Oh, yeah, dude. Looks like my toy ring.
I mean, I don't want to, I'm not trying to make a joke of it, but you know how they'd said in the Vice documentary how when Owen hit the ring, it broke?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
You got to think that these two guys jumping up like that, I mean, there's obviously a huge difference with someone falling 78 feet into the ring to cause damage to the ring.
Yeah.
But to have well over a ton at the same time in the ring,
you see how Viscera fell out of the ring? That did not.
Yeah,
look
that was rough. Well, he's that big. He's trying to use the ropes as a way to stay a little bit in the ring, and it didn't work.
Yeah. No, there's too much momentum.
Well, it's the force. Why does Mo have a crown too? Is he a prince now?
King Mo, bro.
It's King Mabel, Prince Mo. What? What's this?
What's Yoko doing? Getting some advice? Crush Mabel. Use your ass.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I guess it's the 90s because they did Akibono versus the Big Show in the sumo match. I was like, why didn't they do a sumo match here? But I guess it wasn't really that era yet.
Use your anus. What's his name? John Tenta didn't have a sumo match here in WWE, did he?
I don't think so.
Who's a champion sumo wrestler though?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think that may have been a gimmick that they used early on before they went with Earthquake. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, I know for sure he was. You're right on that. He would definitely was a sumo champ in some way.
Yokozuna took a way better spill out of the ring than Mabel.
Yokozuna is a much better in-ring competitor than Mabel.
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
That is true. Come on, Yoko, get back in the ring. I like how they have to use the stairs instead of just jumping back into the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna catch my breath. Hold up, dog. Didn't catch my breath.
Oh, goddamn.
How much more time do these guys get? We're gonna run at what? 2 minutes?
Well, I mean, you gotta be. How much action have they actually done so far?
Oh! Big body splash by Mabel onto Yokozuna.
You think they're gonna do a top rope suplex and break the ring like Brock and and Big Show did?
No, they're gonna do the back slam. You know where?
Yeah.
They're gonna crush the hole in the ring. Yoko's gonna piggyback on Mabel, and Mabel's gonna fall back. Bam Bam Bigelow tag spot. That's the one.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, Mabel. And here's where he'll move, right?
Here we go, running. Oh, Yoko.
Nice. Like 2 semi trucks.
Clothesline
so
on Mabel.
It's so hard when you enjoy watching wrestling, and you don't necessarily dislike either competitor, but it's just like this is not a match that should happen.
No.
Like it's more comedy. Like they're just missing moves.
Yeah,
It's
it's 2 fat guys missing moves on each other.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Like, I get it what you're trying to sell here, but it's like, as a fan, like, I don't need to see this. And, I would have been a lot happier to see Mabel versus someone or Yoko versus someone.
Mm-hmm.
But
someone that could have worked with them a little bit better.
yeah.
You're definitely gonna have to put one of the or both of them over, I guess, if you put it against someone else, depending on who it is.
Oh, God damn it. Come on. What the hell?
What? Fatzos, come on, get it together.
So that was Yoko, who was supposed to probably take the bulldog and fall and just didn't fall, so he just rolled up the ring.
Yeah, so Mabel falls on his ass, and Yoko does not take the bulldog, and he's like, I guess I'll just make up for it by rolling out of the
I'll
ring.
just leave the ring and look hurt.
Take that pole. Throws Mabel into him. Oh,
Why
shit, he fell on Cornette. Look at Corny.
Oh my God, this is hard to watch.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a double count out?
I don't know. Corny's dying, though.
Yeah, I think all the fans who want to see Jim Cornette, I think it's a count out here.
God damn.
Jesus. Yeah, that's it.
Tim, here's the camera off center. Not
Yeah,
my
it is off
camera.
center. No, yeah, it is, yeah.
It's all crooked, right?
Oh, maybe they're trying to show Mabel on the other side a little bit too on camera. That's it.
Were they saying that he's off center in the cameras or something? They're way off centered the fucking arena?
It's not a double count out. All right.
Here we go. They caught their breath.
I mean, when he comes back as Viscera, man, he's fantastic as Viscera.
What's going on here? Why is Cornette and Mo in the ring? Let him go at it. Yokozuna's gonna attack Mo.
Jim Cornette, he's like, no, I don't need another splash. Like, look at the crown, though, that he's holding. You can just clearly tell how cheap it's made, eh?
Yeah. Can't get Mabel a real crown.
They're just trying to, like, say, look, you guys are both badasses. Like, let's unite and...
Boo. They're just hugging.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was such a waste of, like, 7-8 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, unless you're going to put these guys as an actual team, what was the point of this? Like, Why are they showing this again? We've already seen this. Go. Oh, because it's gonna be the rebirth. I get it.
With the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Yeah.
At Survivor Series?
Oh, they're promoting the Survivor Series, yeah, because Bret takes on Diesel.
I had some of these when they were wrestlers. Those toys that they just showed.
They had those as wrestlers?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Actually, when I was watching Raw during my 1997 tour, they had once a week, they had a wrestler versus another wrestler, and that was all they would do, was like, until someone would win. I think Jerry the King Lawler lost to Sable. Just like, okay, like whatever. They just got to promote the product. And I think because the contract ended, they just kind of stopped doing it. Like the segment went for a few weeks and then just ended.
Intergender matches?
Well, I mean, you're just slapping a toy, right?
Yeah.
Like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Intergender robots?
Intergender. Look at Jerry King Lawler still a kid's poster.
You gotta love Lawler.
He's so fucking good, man. I don't care what anyone says. Like, take the personal life out there with the girls. Him as an entertainer, I like.
Looks like Samoa Joe's replaced him on commentating.
Yeah, I heard that they're going to go forward with Samoa Joe full time.
Mm-hmm.
Once Lawler's contract's fully gone, I don't know exactly what they're planning, but yeah, I guess he's going to be the full time replacement, which is, I mean, good for Joe because he's been injured a lot, like consistently.
Yeah, he's good on commentary. He's like a different version of Taz, kind of.
Yeah, and Taz, I love Taz back in the day on SmackDown was fantastic.
We got Dean Douglas coming out here to the ring.
You're going to get awarded the title.
Yeah, to accept the title from Shawn Michaels. But Taz is actually back in AEW right now. He's commentating
Yeah, he's
a little
managing,
bit.
right?
Yes, he's managing Brian Cage. So Brian Cage made his debut at the pay-per-view.
All or nothing or all or nothing.
Double or Nothing? Yeah, I don't know I think it was Double or Nothing.
Right.
He made his debut at that. Brian Cage was in TNA Impact.
Right.
I know Brian Cage from Lucha Underground. That's where I saw him. He was a giant, fucking super muscular dude. And so whenever I heard him mention in TNA, I knew who he was. And now he's in AEW, and he won the match that he debuted in.
I saw the who was it? God damn, was it a Simpsons meme? With the Simpsons wrestling comment? It was something. It was like, oh yeah, it was like the back when Itchy and Scratchy went to the Gabbo show off of Krusty the Clown show, and so Krusty's like, hey, we got this new show. It's like it's Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, but it's knockoff version, and it shows Taz and Cage.
It's hey kids, we wanted to bring you Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
but our lawyers said we couldn't.
That's right.
So here's Brock Lesnar and here's Taz and Brian Cage.
I'm happy that Taz, like, WWE was not going to use him the way he was being used in ECW, and it was very clear early on. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy that he was actually able to transition into doing the commentating role. And then after leaving WWE, he may have gone to Impact for a bit before jumping to AEW. And now he's getting back on stage or back on camera, more of an acting role than just talking. Yeah. Oh, Sean is fucked up, eh?
Sean's eye is still recovering. Like, I don't know how. It's definitely been over, or it's been a week at least.
And I think I gotta be honest with you, Shane Douglas. I guarantee you, he's actually like legit laughing there because he never liked Shawn Michaels, and I bet he's like, yeah, that's right. You got fucked up, and now I'm getting your title. Yeah. Even if it's only a 12-minute reign.
Sean hates that he's got to give it up, or at least acting, but his eyes all bloody.
His eyes messed, yeah. And now I gotta go to court for a new battle.
He did go to court for this, right?
I gotta believe he had to do some kind of a lawsuit thing.
real story was. I wonder if he was out there talking shit.
That's what I always heard that Sean was like a big shit talker and just thought he could handle his own, and then this one time it was just he went too far, or against a guy that he thought he could handle, and yeah.
Well, Bret kicked his ass in real life a couple times, didn't he?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Came away with his hair. Damn, Dean Douglas snatches it away from Shawn Michaels as Shawn Michaels tries to give it to Gorilla Monsoon.
Sean's gonna hate this.
That white strap. I didn't know they used it that much. Now going back and seeing it, they used it so much more than I remember.
They used it in this era. They don't use it that much longer, but then Cody brings it back as this one. I think it was pretty much the white strap and the black or navy blue strap for the most part, except for the couple times that Warrior would have had a different color or Shawn would have had a different color. But
Goldust when he turned to gold.
Yep.
Ahmed Johnson had a little bit when he took it off.
I don't mind. I didn't like it now when they were doing it, because when Cody Rhodes brought it back as the white one, but there were so many other titles that were red and blue, and now they're green. Like their color schemes are too much. So I feel like I didn't like it as much now. Mm-hmm. But back here watching it in the 90s, it seems better. Like the guys holding it, to me, it's more iconic than Cody Rhodes and the Big Show and those kind of guys holding the white strap. To me, that's not as iconic as Razors and Shawn and that stuff. But yeah, but to me, I'll always love like the one that Bret and The Rock and Bulldog and those guys held. And even Shawn when he had like that black the black strap with the title. I'll always love that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely the better one.
Yeah.
Poor Shawn. All sad. Dean Douglas, the new Intercontinental Champion.
And now Shawn's going back there and saying, "Hey, look, click member Scott, can you go take care of that title for me?" Now, does he? Yeah, he has to know he's going to be fighting Razor because he was doing the homework thing in the prior segment. So this isn't like a shock where it's like, since you were just handed the title, we decided. Who's this announcer? Actually, speaking of announcers, happy birthday to the one and only Fink.
Get the razor blades on the floor.
Switched gear? Nope. Still wearing the purple.
Yep. Just no vest. He
just up for life there?
Did he?
I don't know. He put 4 up, and I couldn't read his lips to see what he was saying. Unless he's going for his 4th Intercontinental title, which is a possibility.
I think so. I think he's the first 4-time ever Intercontinental champion. Which, spoiler alert, he wins. I don't know if you guys thought Dean Douglas was going to keep this.
Yeah,
sorry to ruin the memorable run.
If you guys remember the great classic matches that Dean Douglas had back in back here.
No offense to Dean Douglas, he goes on to do incredible things. But like last week, we were criticizing him and Razor's. Oh, that's what it was. It was him and Razor that faced off each other when 1 2 3 Kid came in.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But it was very sloppy, and it seemed like Razor was trying to help him a lot, and it seemed like
there's a lot of guys, and like I was saying with Taz not being used right. Mm-hmm. WWE has this way of certain style of guys they can work with, others they can't. Guys like Taz and Tommy Dreamer and Raven and Shane Douglas and all those guys, Stevie Richards, those guys in ECW were able to work well because they were able to do their style, whereas in WWF they couldn't really get their style over because that's not what Vince wants to sell.
Well, even here, if Dean is as good as if he can match Razor on his work, the character isn't there. Like that character still needs development if it can be developed. Razor already has a badass character.
And they did this later on with Matt Stryker, who was an actual teacher, and they tried to do another teacher gimmick, and it's just like it doesn't get over. Like it's like you said, like some characters can get over, some characters can't. Like it's. Yeah, there's just something missing to the Dean Douglas character. Even the name, Dean Douglas. Like it's okay. Like even when they had Simon Dean, like they put names together for as a joke and ends up killing a guy's career.
Mm-hmm. Razor's working on Dean's left arm here. Like even like his gear, like he's got an exclamation point on his back.
Yeah, like I was just looking at it, like it's very few guys can pull off like the like that what is it, like a mat wrestler's gear. Like Kurt Angle could pull it off. The world's greatest tag team could pull it off. Like if you put John Cena in one of those things, he's not gonna look right. It's not like, and also for some reason his it's very loose looking in some ways. Like it doesn't look like it's fits him properly. There's like they just went to the store, found something, said here, throw this on and go. Like
They're like, it's plain. Put an exclamation point on the back. All right.
yeah, because he's a teacher, so he must be an English teacher because English use like
Punctuation.
yeah, it's
I'm like, what do we put on the front? College crest. But people don't know what that is or what college it is. Doesn't matter.
well,
Just
the thing,
do
when I
it.
was looking at it, I'm like, it looks like Irish, like a clover's up there. Sometimes like okay, so why? Like I don't get it. Like
Maybe like a different Ferrari. Like it's just weird. Like a different Ferrari symbol.
yeah, it's I don't get it. Like
It's like definitely a transition. Like I'm not. And we're saying all this because we're not trying to insult Dean. It's just the presentation isn't even there. And maybe he's very young into his wrestling career. We're just trying to explain our shitting on him, I guess.
and that's the thing. Like when you see the one that we did with Jeff, that ECW pay-per-view that we did. You see him; he comes out. He's got like the beard, I mean, he was hurt at that time, so he wasn't wrestling, so he'd get away with the t-shirt and jeans. But he had more of an attitude, more of an edge to him, and he looked and felt better as a character like that than he does here. And the powder blue also. It's like, I mean, this is also the era though where like they had the Goon and they had like Bastion Booger was coming up and that kind of stuff, and it's like, or was probably just leaving. Like for as many great competitors as there were from like 93 to 90 early 97 before like really started to pick up, there was a lot of characters that were just thrown together for the sake of we need a guy to take on this guy. But
you get what you get.
That's it, right? At day's end.
Yeah, because eventually Dean does go on to be a better performer and more of a character. He does develop. He never stops, and eventually goes on to be the franchise in ECW.
Well, and originally, I don't know if you know this, but actually, when they were giving out the gimmicks from the box, there was 2 left, and he went first, and he picked out this character, and then Shawn Michaels just took the last one and got the Heartbreak Kid. It was going to be the Heartbreak Kid, Dean Douglas, but but the box of gimmicks didn't work out that well.
You think it would have been the same? You think he would have gone to astronomical heights as the Heartbreak Kid, Dean Douglas?
I love There's no box of gimmicks. It's fucking so good. I love that so much.
But there's a bag of numbers to pick the order of the fucking Brawl for All.
Oh, I didn't say the Rumble.
Or the draft, too. I guess he used a tumbler.
Yeah.
I should make a box of gimmicks, and every week when they come fight companion, they have to pick a character from
That would
wrestling.
be hilarious. Okay. That would be awesome. You have like little costumes off to the side. Frankie's got to be the Red Rooster.
I'm pretty sure you can find some Bret goggles. Or the
definitely.
glasses. Macho Man ones.
No. You got to do something. No, you can't be the good guy. I'm telling you, you have to do a Dean Douglas. You have to do the Red Rooster. Brutus the fucking Barber.
You want to give him shears? I don't want anyone shears in my room.
Yeah.
They have safety scissors.
Yeah, yeah, that's the little Crayola ones.
Yep. Dean Douglas getting suplex back into the ring here. Boom. A little too much there, but all right. It's good by Razor. Makes it look real. It might be real. It might be a little too real.
Yeah. Well, the way that they've said that the Click and Dean Douglas got along, I wouldn't be surprised if Razor is being a little stiff in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dean Douglas, I mean, he claims that the reason why he never really got over in WWF was because of Shawn. I don't know how true that, we've been talking this whole match about the gimmick, that how he's trying to portray it and that. I mean, a lot of it, maybe Shawn was, backstage politicking and stuff, but not a lot of people could have made this character work.
No. Like, even if they would have given him a bunch of wins and made him IC champion for a while, how far would that have gone? Like, he could blame Shawn all he wants, but creative kind of gave him a shit character.
That's
it.
A
jobber
I mean,
character.
You look at Terry Taylor's WCW. He was pretty solid. Gets the Red Rooster. He couldn't sometimes you get a gimmick like the $1 Million Man or Mr. Perfect, and sometimes you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Although then sometimes you get a guy like One Man Gang gets turned into Akeem the African Dream, and it somehow still makes it work. Oh.
Razor over the top ropes after attempting a Razor's Edge. Dean just tosses him to the outside.
Which he would have been also Razor edging him outside the ring too.
Yeah.
That's the other.
It was.
I always love when you see him, you can tell when he's gonna hit it or not based off his location in the ring.
Because you never see the adjustment if he's too close to the ropes.
Yeah, he usually would bring the guys over to the corner more to give himself some more space to work with. Because, what's he going to do? He's going to join his back and then start walking around the ring? I did that with my daughter, and I'm like, oof, getting hurt my arm a bit.
See how much more protected it is nowadays compared to just rolling out mats?
Yeah.
It even seems like the fans are on mats. In the front row, at least.
Oh, choke slam. Oh. Didn't get...
Yeah.
He jumped too soon, and when he landed, Razor tried to lift him up. That was a little off, but...
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you got to remember Razor was in that grueling tag team match earlier in the night.
Yeah. How long was that match? They went 12 minutes and almost 13.
Yeah, so he's new, and then he has another 12-minute here. Mm-hmm. He puts in almost half an hour in a night. It's not too bad. 2 title matches in one night also. That's pretty good.
Getting paid. Yeah, that's true. Getting paid. I don't know why they replayed the fucking jokes.
Yeah. They wanted to show how damaging it was.
Yeah.
Oh, is this where he's going to hit? No. See, don't. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to do a moonsault. Please don't try a moonsault. I don't think you could hit it. Nice drop kick.
Yeah, that was a nice drop kick. By Dean Douglas. Goes for the pin here.
Oh,
Razor's foot is on the ropes.
The camera pans away from the rope. Why did he stop counting?
Yeah, you only see the ref stop counting. You're like, what the hell? That was 3, and then you see his foot on the ropes. So you got me. That was good camera work.
Yeah.
Razor against the ropes here.
Reversal to the turnbuckle.
Versus Irish.
Duck it. Here you go. Yep. The back body drop. Classic Razor.
Boom.
It's not. Come on. Rings to the bell, but his foot's outside the ring. Not going to count.
Yeah.
The guy in the Bulldog shirt's all pissed off. He's like, his foot's outside. Fans yelling at the ref.
Back body drop. 1, 2, 3 from Razor, but Dean clearly
They're gonna reverse that, right? They're gonna make this thing continue.
Well, his foot was under the ropes.
What, Tim White? Yeah, no, that can't be. They gotta continue it somehow, right? Look at the fans are telling him his foot was outside. I love so much when the fans get involved in it. That's it. That is how they're gonna end it.
Damn.
Fourth time.
Fourth time, baby.
My foot
First
was
ever
under,
four-time Intercontinental Champion.
well, I was like, my foot was under the rope. Let me show you exactly what I mean by it when I say my foot was under the rope. Don't need a visual there, but
I
and
saw
now
everything. Don't tell me.
he's been replaced by what? Edge, Jericho, and The Miz.
Yes.
I know Jericho and The Miz for sure.
Wade Barrett has 5, I think, as well.
Oh, really? I did not know that. I was kind of out when Barrett was really coming into his own.
Me too, but I was recently watching stuff.
Speaking of Barrett, Nexus, 10 years today was the debut on Raw,
I wasn't watching at the time.
which
I
means
totally
that
missed Nexus
10 years ago today was Daniel Bryan gets fired.
for choking out the ring announcer.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I'm surprised that they went with that finish too, like the lazy pin and all that, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Unless they wanted this to be some kind of a rivalry, maybe they were hoping to have Dean and Razor, because they've been kind of leading up to it last month and now this one here, so maybe they had high hopes for how long they could push with it, but
I want to open up that Razor so bad. I should have bought 2 at the time, but or actually, Jesus gave me it, so I need to find them. I need to find them at Target. He's a Target exclusive, the SummerSlam edition, where he's in blue. I'll settle for that one.
if I have to, I have to, right?
Because I have 3 different NWO Scott Hall ones.
Jesus, eh?
Yeah. I need a razor for the display. I have a basic razor from WrestleMania 10, but I want to...
It's the black trunks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a Mattel one, though.
You can definitely tell the nerdum when you say WrestleMania 10. You can just like picture the trunks and everything like that, eh? Like not a lot of people would be like, "Oh, I know exactly what he was wearing that day."
Like trunks, yeah.
There's the iconic ones, though, I guess, right? Like, so we'll be rolling into the main event now, maybe, or is there something else beforehand?
Hitman's coming out. It seems
Hitman,
like, and I'm
yeah.
reading the... Yeah.
But he's not in his gear. Maybe just cutting a promo.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's probably taking on the winner at Survivor Series, so he's maybe coming out to do some commentary or something.
Hey, Ryan, I'm going to run and take another piss real quick. Is that fine?
Yeah, you got it. I got you. Just while I take it off because Hitman's coming out. This will be the Calgary Hitman, so this will probably be right around the time that he would have bought into the Calgary Hitman hockey team in the WHL. There we go. Go after the king. There you go. Getting the shots in, kicking them out. They should have had Brick and Roll kick in the ass too, but you take what you can get. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Bret Hart was a part owner of the WHL's Calgary Hitman, like I mentioned. I think he's out of the ownership now, but it was pretty big. They gimmicked the logo after Hitman, the color scheme. They used pink and black. It was pretty big in Canada for when it was announced. But like I said, I don't think he's any more involved with the team. He might be, but not too sure. So it looks like Bret's going to be coming out to do commentary because he will be taking on the winner of Bulldog and Diesel at the next pay-per-view Survivor Series. And spoiler alert, it will be Diesel versus Bret, where Bret will end that reign as he rolls into taking on following In Your House. He'll be taking on the British Bulldog.
So Brett's chasing off...
Chases off King, gives him a little kick in the ass. Or, I was saying he should have given him a kick in the ass. He just kind of just beats him up a bit, and Lawler keeps on trying to sneak back to attack him, but he keeps on. Bret turns around and King takes off running every time.
So the week before this, King was involved in the cage match that he had against Isaac Yankem on Raw. King switched out the locks, and he had the lock.
Yankem,
or he had the key. And Gorilla Monsoon came out and was yelling at King to get off the cage. It was a whole thing. So King's still involved heavily within Bret Hart's storyline here.
I've learned these last 2 piss breaks that I cannot carry a podcast all that well by my own. It's the
I learned that
nonstop
I
hearing.
shouldn't drink a bottle of water, Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and then a Monster all in one sit down. Or like back to back to back to back. Don't do that one.
Oh, the cool dudes with attitudes.
We should
Or
get
the
that shirt. It's probably super expensive.
Dudes with attitudes. $20.
Why, hey.
Oh, God damn it, Kobe. And in the count of 3, 2, 1, we'll have some visitors into the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
The kiddos, they're back from the park?
yeah, I think they went for a little walk. Kara got back, and they just went get some outside time with Mom.
That's nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I need more outdoor time for myself. Tan up these fucking guns. Ah!
What is... Oh, I thought that Hendrix was patting him down.
He's trying to get his attention, big old Diesel.
Oh, what is happening? I love when they fight when they get home.
Everything's opened up by you now?
Slowly. They're talking about doing restaurants going to have patios only soon. Hello, bye. They're talking about restaurants will be patio only soon. I don't know exactly what's happening, but they want to start opening up some stuff soon. So we'll see. We'll see. I really need restaurants to open up so that when I move, I can start dropping my resume off everywhere and anywhere I can. Hey, Stinky. Bye, Stinky.
Nice. There should be a lot of restaurants looking for.
Windsor's got one of like the highest unemployment rates in Ontario right now, so that gives me like good news that I can have like a lot of options to apply to. So it's going fantastic. How was the park and the trail? It was great. What's wrong?
Kind of.
What happened?
I've been mad because Nadine was talking too much.
Oh, it's okay, honey. Just use your words next time, okay? It's all good.
It's okay. We're working on it. Come
I
on, sweetheart.
did. I did what
You guys gonna have a bath now?
Ring here.
You having a bath?
Ring the belt.
Don't just call me.
Just Kobe. Oh, Kobe's getting a drink of water.
Look at Bulldog taking the spotlight.
Yeah. It's a weird camera angle. It's dark. Quick, show the audience.
Yeah. That one person they focused on. Oh, what?
Diesel final title defense.
I have a similar Diesel to this, but mine has the sides are taken down a little bit more and the top is taken down a little bit more. It's got more of a mullet.
It's full black gear. Okay.
Still Diesel, but just he was the Intercontinental Champion at the time.
Ah. Big Daddy cool. Look at this girl.
I'm fine with having that
Yes,
Diesel because I
Connor.
have Nash.
Follow, we don't just hear Nadine.
Yeah.
Nadine want to be and go be and go with Matt.
Oh, Carla didn't want to play hide and go seek with Nadine.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah. I was going to appear you. And you don't use your Carla and then Mommy.
Okay.
And why?
Nash versus Bulldog here.
Go with Matt and Nadine.
That's okay. It's all good. People get mad sometimes.
Yeah, don't try.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay, don't close the door. Carla's still in here. Yeah. Okay.
Nash. Nash showing his power.
Oh, Connor, one sec. Don't close the door. Carla's still. This is great podcasting.
Is he
This is
playing around,
great
he's playing around
views.
with you?
Yeah.
You gotta
Okay,
love
Carla,
kids.
honey. Hey, can you just bounce out, honey? I'm gonna be done in about 20 minutes, okay?
Why 20 minutes?
Because what we're watching is almost done, and then we'll go hang out, have some dinner, okay, boo?
We're gonna get burritos.
Ooh, burritos. Mexican night.
It's not Taco Sunday or Taco Tuesday.
It's burrito Sunday.
My parents are grilling, so I can go eat a bunch of meat and not have tortillas.
My buddy's got we're having a farewell dinner tomorrow. He's got a prime rib in his sous vide, 24 hours. Oof.
Farewell for you?
Yeah.
When are you taking off again?
Be just over 3 weeks. 3 weeks and a couple days.
God damn.
Yeah, because today's the 7th, so yeah, I'm leaving 23 days, then I'm gone.
On the road again.
Fuck, man.
You excited?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be nice to get back to friends and family, but you know, reasonings are not exactly the glorious reasons, but such is life. I'll break that news later on when I'm in a better place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably do at least one, maybe two more Sundays. I'm the 28th, I think, of June is the Sunday. I think I might miss that Sunday just because I don't know if we'll have what I'll have left to record with.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, the plan for me once we get settled is to continue on as best as we can. So we will see what we can do. I am not turning my back on the Full Hill podcast anytime soon. So
Turning heel on us, bro? Is that what you're doing?
wouldn't I be turning face?
Yeah. Full face.
The
Full face.
full face pod. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. FFP. Oh. Diesel shoving the shit out of Bret. And here comes
takes it the
Bulldog.
knee.
He shoved him right in the face.
Yeah, that was
Pretty hard there, too.
That's right. These guys are both heel towards Bret right now, kind of.
Well, Bulldog's heel.
Bulldog's heel and Nash is going. Like the winner takes on Bret at
Yeah.
Survivor Series, so they're both technically heel because they both don't want to have to face Bret, kind of, or they both whatever. They both want to be the champion, and they're both going to have to face Bret at some point, kind of deal. Actually, this is Bret. I was mentioning when you were gone there that Bret is going to take on Diesel the next one at Survivor Series for the title, and then he's going to defend the title against Bulldog. Spoiler alert: Bret wins. Actually, at that next pay-per-view at the Survivor Series is one of the first table spots, I think, in WWF before they start becoming more common.
Gotta give people what they want.
That's it. Times are changing.
Over here messing with my camera angles.
Yeah.
There you go.
Working the knee.
Yeah, he chop blocked it earlier when when
Nash was
distracted.
Diesel was distracted there. Yeah.
God damn.
Nash. Who's Nash? There was no Kevin Nash yet.
Yeah, sorry.
Kevin Nash hasn't come for another couple of months.
I have a Kevin Nash fig, one and one Diesel.
Nice.
Boom, working on
A
it.
lot of tassels in this match.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna
See,
get a tassel jacket.
Bret, talking about Dean Douglas and the how sometimes the outfit doesn't really work. You look at a guy like Bret and Neidhart who took pink and actually made it work for them to the point where they were able to use it for their entire career.
Mm-hmm. They made pink cool. And he's not even wearing his gear. He's just wearing, something similar to his color-wise to his gear.
Yeah, well, I was saying that the around this time was when Bret bought part ownership of the WHL team in Calgary, and they named the Hitman after him, just kind of help get the team going using the star power.
Mm-hmm.
So they modeled the logo and the color scheme after Bret Hart and called them the Hitmen, and off to the races they went. And it allowed Bret to also cross promote on when he wasn't in the ring. He could wear their gear to get stuff out because it was close enough to his in-ring gear.
Bulldog working on Nash here. Beating him up, and here's Corny, too.
Corny dropped the elbow.
Corny with the elbow drop on Nash's left leg.
Trying to cut the big man down to size.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
How do you drop such a nice elbow and then do such weak kicks? That elbow that he gave from a manager's perspective was beautiful.
Have you ever seen Cornette fall from the scaffolding match?
No, I don't think so.
Me and Jeff did a watch along to that. I think we did. Yeah, well, we in one of the where he picked his matches, he picked the scaffolding match, and it was one of those.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, it might have been the Hawk and Animal episode.
Okay.
That we did.
This is so terrible acting now. Like, this Diesel's not selling anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I watched that New Jack Vice. I don't know if I told you. Fuck me, that was intense.
Yeah.
Like, when that guy was like, he starts stabbing the guy. Like,
The old dude, or
no, when he's in the ring, when he's in the ring with the guy in like a hotel lobby and he starts stabbing the guy.
the transit incident.
No. This was like in a hotel later on. He's in like in a hotel lobby. He's in a wrestling match, but they're holding it in like a conference room in the hotel. And he legit stabs a guy, and like, some woman called 911. Like, there's a black guy stabbing a white guy. She didn't say it was a wrestling match or anything like that. And he was legit like cutting the guy up. Like, I think he got him a couple times, but like, whew, man.
I like how I bring up different instances of him stabbing people.
Well,
No, not that one. Not that one.
That's that. But then, like, no, it was when you said the scaffolding. I could only think of it when he tases the guy and tosses him. He's like, "Yeah, I tried to kill him. I didn't throw him hard enough, so he lived."
Yeah.
Damn it, New Jack.
Well,
I don't know the statute of limitations on attempted murder, but
well, that guy fell on New Jack's head and like fractured his skull. He was
like,
bleeding from his ears. Yeah, he's fucked up from that, and that's why he wanted to get his revenge years later by killing him.
He's like, the guy never called me to see how I was. He never did anything like that. So I'm fine. Here we go.
I'll kill him. Like, damn. All right, that's how it is.
That's yeah.
Bulldog with the Boston Crab here.
Close. I'm surprised. Why is Diesel not grabbing the ropes? Like,
I was about to say, I'm like, he's so close.
He's so close, and he's so big. Like, he wants to kick out of it. He's too much of a man.
His hands are under the rope. You can see the shadow.
Yeah. Earl Hebner leans into the rope to move it away from Diesel's hand.
Come on. Just grab the fucking rope. Or he's going to flip him out of it. Watch. I'm so powerful. Diesel power. Look at this, everybody. Yeah, right.
He even has Diesel power on his shirt, too, which is awesome. That's the other thing. I wonder how far the Diesel gimmick could have gone before they would have had to switch him up and call him Kevin Nash.
Yeah. And, like, they would have had to drop Diesel. Like, Diesel, Kevin Nash, Diesel. It doesn't work. Kevin Diesel, like, it's just...
Unless you call him, like, the Big Diesel, like Shaq's nickname kind of thing.
Yeah, that would work. The Big Diesel, Kevin Nash.
But, I mean... It's a rough leg drop.
By Bulldog over here.
Gotta hug the leg, man. What are you, Hogan?
So you guys getting burritos today, Ryan?
That's what Carla said, but I think the place is closed on Sundays. I don't know. Probably skipping dinner tonight. Who am I kidding? Fridge is empty. Gotta go grocery shopping tomorrow. But we shall see. We shall see.
Back to the leg.
Just working it, yep. Setting up for a nice comeback though for Diesel soon enough here.
Yeah.
They'll wrap it up, and then they'll probably get Hitman in the ring for some kind of confrontation. I'm guessing that's how this one's probably going to go off the air.
Yeah, because we know Diesel has a year-long run, and if you didn't, well, now you know.
Yeah. And you know that regardless with Hitman as the number one contender and he's ringside, you have to know that he's going to be in the ring to face off against whoever wins the match, right? Like, that's how you sell pay-per-views, kids.
By God. So vicious.
Sometimes Bulldog looks so good, and sometimes he looks so awkward when he doesn't move, eh?
Yeah.
Like, that elbow drop was a little rough. I don't know.
It's hard when you're that fucking jacked. You're a little stiffer.
Yeah, and you can't really move as... Like, you're not going to get as much height.
Mm-hmm. Motherfucker's wide.
Mm-hmm. He's thicky thick.
Ooh, nice little elbow to the chops there by Diesel.
Right back to the knee.
Yep. God damn. Slowing it down just like a heel.
Yeah. Selling to the crowd, too. He's actually got some fans in the crowd still, which is pretty remarkable. When you have a heel that has the fans behind him, I'm surprised that they didn't try to put the belt on him. But I think Bulldog could have had at least a 1 month reign at some point.
You guys would want Bulldog to win in Canada.
Yeah,
he loves
true,
the Queen.
And he's also got like that Hitman connection too, being from growing up, or not growing up, but training with Stu Hart and all that. Got a lot of Stampede wrestling in his background.
Mm-hmm.
Diesel with a desperate move.
Super desperate because it was weird as shit.
Yeah, look, he just tried to like jump on him.
Yeah, Diesel with
any
like
which way
an
he
axe
could.
handle from like he wasn't even fully standing up. He was like bent over and like
Yeah.
leaped at him. It's really weird. Back to the leg. Is this the correct leg? Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, it was the left leg he was working on.
Oh.
Nice. Diesel, there you go. That's how you break out of it. Now drive your heel into his toes. Really make him feel it.
By God.
Cornette's not happy.
Killed him. Look at him.
He might have a deviated septum.
Yeah, this was the era where Vince would make up shit.
Yeah. He's like, well, if it worked for Grill Monsoon,
Yeah,
maybe
his
it'll work for
cornulus
me.
is fractured. It's like, what?
Yeah. Imagine Grill Monsoon calling that match when X-Pac tore his ass.
Oh.
It looks like he ripped his rectum.
He wrecked his rectum.
Yeah. Rectum damn near killed him.
Yeah. Bulldog with the shitty miss there. Here we go. Back body drop by
Here
Diesel.
it comes. This is where it's in. Yep. They'll probably do an 8 count, and then Diesel will start the comeback here, I think.
Surprised they had this much time with these guys.
Yeah. I mean, Bulldog can go pretty good with top talent, but yeah, Diesel usually doesn't get this much time.
These fast matches. I guess that's why they've been slowing it down a lot with
Yeah, really working the leg a lot more.
yeah, a lot more submissions, just that similar leg lock that Bulldog's been doing.
Yeah.
And Nash selling it. And I guess it's real. Like, people want to say, like, oh, it's fake. How is it fake? He had to get surgery in his
so
future,
many times.
and now it's aligned. Like, finally, years later, it's finally
Yeah.
fixed.
And it was all caused by this match.
Mm-hmm.
It was that elbow drop from Cornette. He was never the same after that.
Yep. Cornette.
Is he gonna do the
Cornette and Bulldog,
sharpshooter?
this one match.
He looked at Bret. He's gonna go for the sharpshooter. Diesel's turning for him too. Didn't even wait for Bulldog to start turning. Oh God, he really fucked that one up.
Her horrible sharpshooter by
He
Bulldog.
can't even, yeah, he's. And that's where you can see the difference, because Bret can get Diesel in the sharpshooter no problem, right? You can see the difference in
Flip over by Diesel. Those legs for a big man are, I bet, are heavy, but still, come on, you're huge, Bulldog.
Well, I mean, it's like he turned him over and he just like lost his grip. I mean, maybe Bulldog could be a little sweaty and there could be some stuff on the pants, but still, like, he had him in the Boston Crab. Like,
He can't pick up.
no.
He can't pick up Diesel, but he
Didn't
kicks
he
out at 2.
Didn't he like power slam Vader one like a week or two or on one of the ones that we watched?
Yeah.
There he goes. There he goes.
Oh, this is his move right here, isn't it? The
Yeah.
running power
This is
slam.
it. Oh, here comes the boot. Yeah.
Boom. But how much damage did that do? It took. His leg went out from under him from all the damage it's taken, Ryan.
Here we go. Gonna call for the power bomb here. Is this like so? Diesel really his biggest offense was a kick and the power bomb. And other than that, it was all Bulldog.
Yeah, here, yes.
Like Bulldog just had momentum, and this is almost like a 15-minute match. And it's been like almost all Bulldog. That was a good sell by Cornette.
Yeah. He gets accidentally hit by a running Bulldog. And Nash continuing with the momentum shift.
Here we go.
Against the ropes, and we had this.
Fred Sanford over here.
But that's another move. He's going to get his 5 moves as a death in. That's 2.
Yeah.
But his leg is fucked up.
Oh, what's going on up there?
Oh, no.
Oh, they fucked that one up too.
Boom.
This is sloppy now.
Yeah, they're tired. I'm telling you, they gave him a long time. They're both tired
Yeah,
now.
Bulldog's having trouble.
Oh, what was that for?
Oh, so Brett's going after Bulldog and get disqualified. And so Bulldog wins by DQ.
Oh, okay. That was a weird ending.
That was, yeah, I don't get. Now Diesel's going to be all pissed off and go after Bret.
Hey, look at that other Diesel in the crowd. You
I
saw him.
was going to say yes.
I'm you. I'm your clone. No, I'm your clone.
Diesel's like, come on, man.
Like, what the hell? Now you won. What was that about? He
Yes, I guess
me.
I
What
should
did you want
point
me
out
to
that
do?
in between the two in your houses that we just covered, Diesel and Shawn have lost the tag team titles, or they were removed as champions, and Smoking Guns won, and we didn't even mention that when the Guns came out with the belts.
Yeah. They were stripped, weren't something like that?
Yeah, because Owen Hart was pinned and he wasn't even in the match to defend the titles.
Yes,
It was
yes.
one of those bizarre things they're doing. Yeah, so here we go. They're going to try and break him up. Diesel's knee, 100%. Diesel forgot that he was hurt.
Come on, guys. Let's be civil, guys. Come on. So he didn't have a lot of good parts in acting. He was the Punisher's adversary, like mini boss.
In the movie, right?
Yeah, the first Punisher
Yeah.
they did.
And he was also Super Shredder.
Yes. Super Shredder.
Yeah. Never mind, that just got put on Netflix, so I tried to put that on for the kids. And they got
Nice.
bored. I was like, God, come on, guys.
I have part 2 to that on Blu-ray.
I love those movies so much. It's my childhood. Number 3 sucks, but I still watch all the time.
I'm falling and I can't get up. Isn't that in there?
Yeah. Here we go. Here comes everyone's trying. They got the superstars to break them up.
Yeah, they got to.
You got Jerry Briscoe in there.
Is Pat Patterson in there yet? No, right? First
don't
Intercontinental
think so.
Champion. It's probably Gorilla.
Yeah, he probably is. Yeah, we got Vega, Aldo Montoya, Bam Bam, Henry Godwin, and that's how it's gonna end with pulling these guys apart. And that's it.
Boom. That is it for In Your House, guys.
Last time Diesel will walk out of a WWF pay-per-view as a champion.
Damn, is it?
Yep. The next pay-per-view is Survivor Series, and Bret wins it.
Cool.
So that is that.
Please go ahead, if you guys haven't by now, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a good rating. Give us a 5-star rating, a good review. Subscribe to Full Heel Podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Podbean, and all that good stuff. Also, go ahead and check out Football on Full Heel, the soccer football counterpart to this show with your host, Frankie, and his buddy, Jose, and Andres. They record every Tuesday, and they break down all the leagues. La Liga MX, Champions League, Bundesliga, Serie A, all that good stuff, Champions League. So go ahead and check them out. Leave them a good rating. They're here on the network. Just check out Full Heel Podcast or Football on Full Heel to find all the shows. Ryan, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, guys, go get some dinner new and get ready for NXT in your house. They're bringing it back tonight. We mentioned it earlier on. They got some fucking good matches on there. Keith Lee and Gargano, Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Shirai, Ripley, and Charlotte Flair. I'm leaving out some matches here, I know, but check it out. It is going to be a fantastic pay-per-view. Me and Raph have already said NXT always brings it on their pay-per-view nights. So definitely, if you have the network, make sure to watch it, record it, watch it later. It's gonna be fantastic.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Ryan, for joining me once again. Like I said, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. It really helps out the show. And leave us a good rating and a review. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time on the Full Heel Podcast. Peace out.